Hi, and welcome everybody. This is a little course on how to scare effectively, and this is for Salem's Haunts. My name is Samantha Schultz, and I'll be presenting today. So again, this is Intro to Scaring by Salem's Haunts. So, who are we? Salem's. Salem's Haunts was actually a home haunt before we opened. This started back in 1998 where we were at home scaring people, having them friends and family come in. So in 2006 we decided, hey, there's over 100 people coming to this thing, let's open to the public. So since our origins we've extensively grown, and now we're part of the fast-paced growing environment of haunts, of scaring people. This is a part of a multi-million-dollar industry where over 2,000 attractions sit alone in the US. And they charge admission. About 80% of them report having anywhere between 7,000 to 10,000 guests. We're a little bit smaller. We've had anywhere between 1 to 5 since opening. So, and that was when we were a little baby haunt. So now we've grown much better. And it's important that we know how to scare effectively in order to keep growing. We want to be part of that 7,000 to 10,000 people coming throughout our haunt season. So in order to retain our customers and grow business, we have to know how to effectively scare. We want people to say, hey, I was here last year, this is different, this is fun, let's have my friends come. So again, effectively scaring, we need to know how to look at getting into their minds, combining multiple scares, and using all of their senses. So step 1, getting into their minds. The main focus is to get into their mind so they can't pull themselves from the scare. They will look at what's in front of them, and we want them to be submerged in what they're seeing. So something that can take them out of that is actually seeing something out of place, such as going into a room where a witch is supposed to be brewing and cackling, and for some reason they have their cell phone out. They're going to be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So that pulls them from their mind and their focus of being scared and brings them back to reality, which we don't want. So keep in character. The customers can come through at any particular moment, and we've taken the time to get you ready into your costume, into makeup. So it's your time to shine and show your acting abilities, which is what we want. So just because there's one person supposed to be in a room does not mean that there's only one person that can scare in that room. Other people can come in. So we use multiple scare. We use that as a term, meaning several things that can happen. One being an actor could do a startle scare, and then someone else can come from behind and, freak that customer out, get them into that deeper, keep them afraid, scared. They don't know where that scare is going to come from next. So one thing that you might be doing is having 2 actors in a room, getting ready, but they might be talking, which we know is fun. However, customers can actually hear you sometimes when the rooms echo, and they can just hear it. So what's keeping them from hearing you and getting them back into their minds and not being afraid? We don't want them to get them back into their thoughts. So actually, one thing that's good to know is customers will only see about 30 to 60% of what's in front of them. So they can just kind of cone tunnel vision, and they focus on that point. They focus on what's in front of them. They don't want to focus on anything else. So a good use of multiple scares would be to use an animatronic prop to come out in front of them while something else comes from above, below, peripheral sides. It doesn't matter. They'll get that startle scare, and then they'll get that intensified scare. They don't have time to think and react the way they want to. So you want to keep the customer from allowing themselves to get back into their minds so they are afraid, and you have to keep them in that moment presented. Another way to look at that is the multiple senses. Not only do we have the actors, you guys, dressed up in these rooms that are decorated in a certain way and have certain music playing just to create the ambiance, we also have you ready to go. An example of something that might be bad that might happen during this is to be dressed as a swamp monster who would smell musky, rotten, just not overall a good sense. And then a customer comes in and you get in their face to scare them, they smell cologne or minty teeth. They'd be like, well, hey, that person smells good. That immediately takes them out of the scare and makes you not scary, which they want to be afraid, that's why they came. So you don't have to come in and spray yourself with gross smelling scents, or you don't have to roll around in the dirt or the horse stuff, but you just have to remember not to put cologne or perfume on within a few hours of coming to work. So let's do a little review. Like I said, this was short, so the review. Good haunts are going to prepare for their customers. That's why we decorate, that's why we have costumes planned out, makeup planned out, we have it all ready to go. And we do this in order to keep people coming back and grow our business more. And in order for people want to come back, we have to keep ourselves in the mindset of scaring the customers. We don't want to distract them from being scared. We want to make sure that their senses don't betray them in what they're being shown, and combine multiple scares to get that really deep scare. We are actually rated one of the top haunts by our customers. Every year the managers go out and say, hey, how are you? How did you like it? What can we do better? And so we want to keep that up. So make sure to keep these points in mind, and let's make it a great year.